And I said it correctly and you heard me correctly. It's a $6.6 trillion per day market. The foreign exchange market funds the stock exchange market. So don't get them confused. It funds the stock exchange market. So it's bigger than the stock exchange market. And again, you think about currency drives everything. Money rules. We've all heard that cliche. Money rules. So this is what we're going to be talking about and how you can plug in, how you can reach into that $6.6 trillion per day market and participate and profit from. Oh, let me emphasis on learn how to profit from that 6.6 or participate in that $6.6 trillion a day market. Now, foreign currency, nothing new. It goes on all the time. Many of you have already participated or are currently participating in the foreign exchange market, but just not aware. If you've traveled anywhere outside of the country, once you get to the host country, you got to do what? What do you got to do first? You got to exchange your US dollars for the host country currency. That's right. That's a foreign exchange. Okay, that's an exchange of dollars, and then what determines how much of that host country's currency that you get is dependent upon the value of the dollar versus that host country's currency value at any given point in time. That's right. This value changes all the time throughout the day. It's constantly going up, constantly going down. What we learn how to do is, again, participate in that. We get knowledge and a skill set that teaches us how to then benefit from that, how to understand it, how to leverage it, how to get in the market and get out of the market. And like I said, those prices are going up, those prices are going down. What we learn how to do is be able to take advantage of the market. And when I say take advantage, I mean profit from the market, whether or not the market's going up or whether the market is going down, okay? So in some respects, this is a recession-proof skill set. All right, and again, emphasis on the skill set that you're learning. Now, the other part of it is the other way that we're all participating in the foreign exchange market. And again, this part you may not be aware of, but anybody who has a savings account, anybody who's opened any of those kind of money market types of accounts associated with the bank, that, the eensy-weensy tiny little print that you see on the bottom, or any of those stacks of paper that we sign authorizing the banks to open the accounts, etc. Part of what we're authorizing the banks to be able to do is to trade our money in the foreign exchange market. So you're already participating, but you're not benefiting from it. How do you think it is that the bank is able to pay you 1.9% on a interest rate on an account? Where do you get the money from? Okay, because they get billions. They get billions of dollars, because they're not just using your account, they're using all of the accounts collectively across the world, that were, banking institutions collecting the money and then being able to then invest in that same financial market that I just talked about.
That's a very important point, Greg, because I think as people, we've never really paid attention to that point. I mean, if you walk into a McDonald's, you know how they make their money, right? They buy the burgers, they cook them, right? They sell you a burger, right? They're buying the merchandise at a discount, and then you come and you buy the finished product, and that's how they make their money, right? But how does a bank make money? How does a bank make money? I mean, have we ever really, besides, okay, yeah, we know they give out mortgages and that sort of thing, okay? But besides that, what else are they doing? They have hundreds, if not thousands, of employees that they have to pay on a regular basis. So guys, if you sit back and think about what Greg is saying, there's almost just, one or two ways that a bank can really go out here and capitalize enough to keep the ship afloat, right? And it's making money on the money that they already have. Now, you can chop that up and dice it into many different ways, but in a high level perspective, right? The idea is the money that they have to make money on. So if you can just visualize that and get a grasp of what Greg is sharing with us here, these banks are taking your money and flipping and quadrupling that money in the foreign exchange market and making millions of dollars, if not billions of dollars. And they're giving us interest rates that are, for lack of a better term, insulting. All right.
And look, Arona, And then, look, great point. And then, in addition to that, we've been conditioned to think that that's great. We get excited about 1.2%,
Exactly.
1.9%.
Exactly.
You know, we've been conditioned to think that that's okay, that that's what we should be getting. But see, there's something else. There's a larger opportunity here, and that's what we were sharing with you. How you can finally learn how to get your slice of the pie. And that's all we're talking about, learning how to get your slice of the pie by participating in the foreign exchange.
Greg, can you guys call right back? I guess we got knocked off the air. Just call right back.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. So if you're on Facebook watching this, we just got a call that the radio line that we were on just got knocked off because of the weather, I'm sure. So just bear with us. Having a little bit of technical difficulty, but we're coming right back.
Oh yeah. See, we're solution oriented. Nothing stops this train.
Nothing stops it.
Go ahead and continue, Greg.
All right. Okay. All right. Look, apologize for the technical interruption there for our radio listening audience. But again,
And follow the necessary procedures to battle against the coronavirus.
I'm sorry. I'm pausing. I'm listening on one ear to our engineer, studio engineer.
That was Mother Nature's commercial spot. Mother Nature had a commercial spot.
But I'm gonna keep it rolling. And so what, like I said, we're just talking about learning how to participate, learning how to understand what the banks are doing already, and understanding how you're participating already, but not benefiting from, and then getting yourself in position by developing a skill set to be able to participate. Real quick, if you're not saving, if you're not investing, you know, you're just almost impossible for you to be on a path to developing or creating any level of wealth for yourself and your family. And basically, like I said, we're just talking about plugging into our learning platform. Okay, it's called IML Academy. And what we do in IML Academy is basically teach you how to trade, teach you the skill set to participate, to learn how to trade in the foreign exchange and digital currency markets. Okay, so I talked about the foreign exchange market. It's another part of this. I've been throwing out the term digital currency. If you're not familiar with that, Aruna's going to just get us up to speed about digital currency, and then we're going to move to the next phase of the talk.
Okay, all right. So digital currency, guys, this is something that if you're not familiar with it already, all right, I just want to implore you to take some time and dip your toes in the pool, right? Anytime you come across something that you're not already familiar with, guys, there's always going to be a level of intimidation, uncertainty. You're just not sure what it is. You know, you might feel like you're behind the 8 ball. That's okay. That's okay. But guys, nothing removes fear and nothing removes doubt better than taking action. Once you start to take action, you become familiar with this thing that maybe you weren't familiar with before, and then before you know it, you're a digital currency pro, right? So everybody's got to start somewhere. Okay, digital currency, many of you guys may have heard of Bitcoin. You know, a lot of people are familiar with that term Bitcoin. However, there are many other types of digital currency out there. And without going into exactly what digital currency is, the bottom line is the world is changing. Money is being moved electronically. Okay, so if you want to get a general idea of what digital currency is, it's just electronic money. But it's a much more secure form of money, right? Like literally that money is encoded, and it's not foolproof. It's not 100%, but it's much safer, and it's encoded to you specifically as the owner of that currency. Now, again, you have Bitcoin, you have Ethereum, you have Ripple, you have Litecoin, and many others that are out there, all right? Just like in the fiat currency or the paper money currency market, there are different currencies that are appointed to different countries. So just the same thing in the digital currency market. There are different currencies that are out there. So the bottom line is, let's get familiar, guys. Let's learn together how to get into this digital currency market, dominate it, understand it, and make ourselves as well as our future generations better as a result of it. Now, again, we're giving you guys a lot of information, and I want to make sure you guys know how to plug in. That number is 240-273-2645. 240-273-2645. I mentioned earlier that at 4 p.m. today, as well as 7 p.m., we're going to do a Zoom call, DestinationMillionaire.money. No meeting ID needed. Go to DestinationMillionaire.money at 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. and you'll get a lot more in-depth information about what we're talking about here. All right, so guys, what I also want to do today is just, introduce a gentleman that has shared so much information in regards to this foreign exchange market. All right, he's somebody that has impacted me. He has helped me to sort of find my way in this industry because, before, him introducing me to this business, I really had no clue. Okay, I had no clue. I mean, I knew a little bit about digital currency and I knew a little bit about foreign exchange, but I didn't know enough to pass a basic test on it. Since that time, since he's introduced me, I have learned a wealth of knowledge and a wealth of information, enough to at least lay a foundation to say, okay, I can hold a conversation with someone about digital currency and also about foreign exchange. All right, and guys, when I tell you the light bulb has lit, okay, the light bulb went off, and I'm like, wow, there's a world of money floating around that I had no indication, no clue of. I didn't know how to access it. Guys, knowledge, applied knowledge, is power. And this is what this gentleman is here to share with us today. So without further ado, I want to bring on none other than Mr. Gregory Whitmire. Y'all give it up. Woo!
Thank you for the kind introduction. Thank you. So look, I'm just get right to it, guys. And I've been talking a little bit before Runa even, brought me back up. But so, you kind of get the gist of what we're talking about. Again, learning how to participate, learning the skill set, learning how to develop the skill set to participate in the foreign exchange and in digital currency markets. Like I said, that $6.6 trillion market today. And we all know how we traditionally earn money, okay, or how we traditionally even learn to make money, okay. Basically, it's been that path where we grow up, we go to school, we get this education so that we can get this good job, and those air quotes for people on the radio, good job, and again that formula has been fed to us for generation upon generation, and that's with love. It's been fed to us for generation with generation, But at the same time, you really have to be honest and ask yourself: has it worked? Has it fulfilled all what it has been set up to promise for us? Or is there something else? Okay, and I'm not talking about quitting your job and trading Forex and it's going to just make you this multi-billionaire and all this other kind of stuff. I'm not here to make any kind of income claims, but what I am talking about and what I will attest to is that learning the skill will change your life. Okay, right. And again, if you've learned this skill and again participating in a $6.6 trillion market and learn how to add another 50, another 100, another $200 or more as the skill set increases into your family's income on a daily basis, just think about how that will impact not only you and your current financial situation, but like what Runa talked about earlier, how it has the potential to impact your future generations, okay? That's how powerful this is. And so, look, all we're talking about, like I said, we have an academy. We're going to provide you all the details at the DestinationMillionaire.money Zoom meeting at 4 and then again at 7 p.m. And like I said, you can reach out at us at 240-273-2645. If you need that Zoom link or want additional information, we're happy to talk to you after we wrap up on the show. But like I said, this is an academy where you get copy and paste trades, where you can plug in with live educators every day of the week. These are master educators. These are the top educators in the world. This academy that I'm talking about, IML Academy, is basically the Harvard University of Forex education.
That's right.
And like I said, we got the our live sessions go on every day. Check this out. How about if you were able to get in a classroom session with somebody who has already been determined. Again, like I said, I'm making no income claims. You need to approach this without thinking you're going to make anything other than learn how to develop a skill set that will just increase or change the dynamics of your family, could potentially erase the financial history of your family. Okay, so but think about being able to get into a classroom setting, a live classroom setting with somebody who has that skill set, and they're going to tell you exactly what they're getting ready to trade in the market right now. Exactly what they're getting ready to trade in the market right now. Okay? Who wouldn't do that? Okay? Who wouldn't do that and tell you exactly how to do it, when to do it, and how many times to do it? Okay? It gets no easier than that. Okay? We all got other things going on. So again, like I said, you have everything from getting ideas, trade ideas pushed to your phone and alerts pushed to your phone, where you can just, again, get those alerts on your phone and know which trades to participate in, how much, how long, all the information just laid out for you. And then, like I said, in addition to that, or like I said, you can get into these live sessions on a daily basis and then just play. I trade 3 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Those are my trade days. I trade for 1 hour every morning, okay? And that has changed my life. That has changed my life. And like I said, and whoo, my grandkids and great grandkids, oh boy. And look, when I transition away from here, don't talk about what job I worked at the government. Nope. That's not what they're gonna be talking about. What they're gonna be talking about is the skill set. What they're gonna be talking about is the skill set, that legacy. They're gonna be talking about the skill set that they are now in possession of, because I can pass it on to them. Each one teach one. That's what they're going to be talking about. That's what Grandpa helped people. That's what Grandpa reached out, helped people. And again, don't ask me how much money I make. Ask me how many people I helped. Okay? Ask me that. Ask me how many people I'm helping. Ask me how many lives how many families are getting impacted. How many families are positively impacted from this information, from just sharing, me and Arun just getting on here on a Saturday afternoon and freely sharing with people. And again, look. The specifics, the exact information where, like I said, you can get all the details of what I'm just talking about, how to plug it with live educators, how to get trade ideas, and then how to learn how to become an independent trader on your own is just a URL away. It's just a URL away. It's just a 4 o'clock session away. It's just a 7 o'clock session away. And you can get that information at destinationmillionaire.money. Destinationmillionaire.money, or give me a call, 240-273-2645. Rona, go ahead and wrap this up, man.
Man, that was fire right there, Greg. That was fire. But guys, I think it really boils down to one simple question, which Greg really alluded to earlier. Is the system working? Is what you're doing right now working? And that's a deep question. You don't want to reflex respond to that. You want to sit back and think about it. Is it really working? What if you couldn't go to that job? Okay? What if something were to happen where you lose half the income that was coming to your house, if not all the income? Are you financially independent? Guys, the definition of wealth, the way they measure wealth, is the length of time that you can stop generating income and still sustain the lifestyle that you have today. That's your measure of wealth. That tells you if you're financially independent. Okay? So guys, if you are doing something where you have to stay on the hamster wheel, you have to stay in the rat race, as they say, then what you're doing technically is not working. We've been too conditioned to believe that we have to get up every day and go to work until it's time to retire. Okay? But it does not have to be your story. You can change that. So guys, without drilling that point any further, take some time, guys. Take some time and research this thing. We just gave you a lot of information at once. All we're asking that you do is take some time and try to figure this thing out. Look at it. Take 30 minutes and look at it. If it makes sense to you, then we'll show you the other steps that you need to take. That website, once again, destinationmillionaire.money. Destinationmillionaire.money. You want to tune in at 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock today. And guys, you will be impressed with the information that you get. Okay?
Yeah, hey, look, real quick. Again, destinationmillionaire.money, and you know what just jumped on my heart? I talked about this before. What about our ex offenders, our men and women, our brothers and sisters, our aunts and uncles returning to the community? Plug them in.
That's
Plug
right.
them in.
Because guys, no one is going to interview you to get started in this business. Okay, there's no applications to fill out. There's no boss to answer to. You have no supervisor. Okay, they don't do a credit check. Any and everyone can set up their own digital currency shop, guys. So with that said, we're going to close out the program. I'm going to drop that phone number on you one more time, 240-273-2645. All right? That number and that website, destinationmillionaire.money, can change your life.
That's right.
This is Aruna Karoma
and G Money
signing off.
We out.
Love you guys.